Hello for the fourth day of the advent of Cyber 2023. Brute forcing category, baby, it's cold outside. As you can see, it's already going to be a brute force lab, and the objectives for that lab will be to have knowledge on creating the custom word list. For that, we'll be using Cool. That's the play of word on the cool outside. So what is cool? What are the capabilities of that tool? How can we leverage cool to generate a custom word list from the website, and how we can customize the tool output for a specific task? It's basically a way for someone who's attacking or trying to fingerprint the semantics that could be used within a website or uh, corporate. And so Cool is basically helping because it will be able to use the specific wording, the specific terms that are only available on the website, and use that to our advantage and try that for brute forcing login pages or even password, like playing with half of the word being, I don't know, the name of the company with the year or whatsoever. So it's really interesting to have this kind of tool on your tool belt. So how to use Cool? Cool is basically a command line which can be used on the CLI directly and has like different parameters. The parameters that we'll be leveraging are definitely going to be the depth, because you will be able to spider the website and look at the pages itself with the terms. And we are able then to request the length of the word that we're looking for. And all of that with specific variations like accept word with numbers, convert the specific encoded or like non-Latin names or letters into something that is more Latin. So umlauts are the examples, but sets and stuff like that. And you can also make sure to include emails and all this kind of thing. So for us to start with it, we are going to start the machine, which we did, but we have the IP. Awesome. And so now we're still going to work a bit on Cool, but Cool is basically, like I said, it helps like customizing a word list. For spidering, like I said, we have the dash D, which is stands for which is standing for depth, and a W in order to write the output somewhere in a file. And we are going to create a password list for the homepage of Antarctic homepage, which is located on that page. So if you go check that, if we go check that, we will see the homepage appearing, and we have like an employee portal which is requesting a username and a password. And obviously, it's not like it's going to give you access right away, so you have to find the correct pair of login and password. And in order to do that, we are going to use Cool to generate something, a word list that is specifically looking at terms from this homepage, or at least the site itself. And we will use a depth of 2 in order to visit all the links that are present there. So how do we do that? Let's start a command line and see if we have Cool installed. And Cool is installed because we have we have the um, executable on the path. So now what we'll do is literally create a password list that will be the all the word that could potentially be part of the password or the credentials that an employee that don't necessarily want to look too far away or beyond the normal thing, but still wants to have something customized for the website. So we will run a call D2. Someone might be willing to go as far as 5 or 7. We go 5 because that's what is suggested here. But the idea is definitely to check with what you feel is the right length. If I run that, I have now a password text file, which is there, and it is how long? It has 253 words. And now we are going to check who would be, what could be the username used by our Sublime. I don't care about Sublime. We have home, about, team members. Team members is there. And we have Isaias, Daniel, job. So these usernames could be part of the username that we want to check, but they might be like as Isaiah sec off or whatever. So we'll still be leveraging cool for generating another user list. So this time we don't want it to be spidering too far. We want to check only the page itself, which is team.php. We don't want it with numbers, but we still want it lowercase. And we are going to save it into usernames instead of password. And if I do usernames wc-l, I have 37. And if I look at them, Spinner, Chief, Daniel, Isaias, and we also have, okay, yeah, of course we set it as 5, so it's at least 5. That's why Job, who's supposed to be the third person of the team, is not appearing here. Actually, nah, 3 is too low because it might be bringing stop word and stuff like that in English, so let's not do that. Now that we have usernames and password, how do we make use of them in order to understand or verify if we have actually found the right path? Last time we used Hydra. We could use that now, but they decided to use wfuzz, which is a fuzzer. We could have used FUF, FFUF, and other version of a fuzzer. Um, but your taste will vary, and depending on what you like, which tool you like to use, you might be they all pretty much allow you to do the same thing. In this case, we will keep using fuzz and sorry wfuzz, and we will be providing a file for the usernames .txt and another one file for the password, passwords.txt, and we don't want the the um, the we want to have the um, success, so the non-success page, sorry, non-success, the failing attempt text that we want to check, and the username, the URL that we want to test is sorry, http colon slash slash. Actually, I will copy all that thing because we already know that we're going to type that. So the dash D is for the data. So we are literally posting this username equal fuzz, which is the first result from the file usernames, and password equal first to Z, which is the second Z parameter. If I enter, PyCurl is running and I get all the trials and error for that check. So we are going to take the logins or something from the username and match it with the first of the password, and then the second of the password, and then the third of the password, and so on and so on. The idea is then to verify that if we have something that is going to work with that match. Here we have something that seems to have generated something that is not what we expected. The status code is a 3 and that has been done with the Isaias and happiness as a word for the password. So we are going to check if that's actually working. So if I go to employer portal, oops, not what I wanted. Come on. I want that one, copy, and happiness with a capital H. And looks like we in. So is yes, colon, happiness seems to be the right one. Correct answer. And now we're looking for the flag. So usually what it means is that we need to look into the different things that we have gained access to. And looks like we have 3 emails. The first one being invitation. The confidential message looks like to be the flag. So here we have the flag. There we go. Let's conclude room 4 of the cyber advent of cyber 2023. Thank you for your time.